What if I told you I built strength every single day without ever leaving my desk? No gym, no excuses, just 5-pound weights, 5 minutes burst, and a mind shift. And the best part? It works. Stay until the end of this video and you will understand exactly how to incorporate strength training into your life without having to go to the gym. Hi, I'm Alla Shapiro and my mission is to help women look and feel their best, regardless of their age. For most of my life, I believed I was doing everything right. I ran, I played tennis, I stayed active, but somewhere in my late 40s, I started to notice things changing. I felt more tired, my posture was off, my jeans fit differently. It was subtle, but persistent. At first I brushed it off, I blamed it on hormones, stress, lack of sleep, but deep down I knew something else was going on. That's when I started digging into what actually happens to women's bodies as we age, and I came across a word that hit me like a ton of bricks: sarcopenia. Age-related muscle loss. I had never heard of it before, but it explained everything I was feeling. I learned that after age 40, women lose up to 8% of their muscle mass every decade, and the rate speeds up dramatically after menopause. I realized this wasn't just about aesthetics, this was about strength, health, mobility, and freedom. I didn't want to wait until something broke or hurt to take action. That moment became my wake-up call. Not because something was wrong, but because I refused to let something go wrong. Let's be honest, strength training hasn't exactly been marketed to women in a relatable way. When we think of lifting weights, we picture bodybuilders, intense gym bros, or influencer workouts that don't feel accessible. It often feels like the boys' club, and women do not belong. Many women avoid it because they feel out of place in the gym. It can be intimidating to walk into a space where you don't know how to use the equipment and feel like everyone is watching. Or they believe the myth that lifting makes you bulky, a myth that's been around for decades despite being completely false. Then there is the issue of time. Women are busy. Many of us are working full-time, raising kids, caring for aging parents, or juggling it all. The idea of adding another thing, especially one that sounds intimidating, just doesn't feel realistic. I used to think that running was enough, and for a while it was, but I didn't realize what I was missing. Resistance training isn't just another option, it's the foundation of healthy aging. It's what preserves our posture, protects our joints, and helps us keep doing the things we love. And the best part? It's more approachable than most people think. You don't need a gym membership, a trainer, or an hour-long workout. You just need a place to start. Our muscle mass starts declining earlier than we realize, and the loss of muscle sets off a domino effect. Metabolism slows down, insulin sensitivity drops, posture suffers, and our risk of falls and fractures increase. That means we are not just losing strength, we are losing resilience, and if we don't build muscle intentionally, we start becoming more fragile even while staying active. It's not just about aging gracefully anymore, it's about aging powerfully. When you lose muscle, you don't just feel weaker, you're also more likely to gain fat, especially around your stomach. And that abdominal fat is dangerous. It's linked to inflammation, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even some cancers. What most women don't realize is that muscle plays a critical role in regulating hormones, blood sugar, and even immune function. Muscle is not just tissue, it's an active organ. It protects you in ways far beyond what you can see in the mirror, and perhaps most importantly, muscle is functional. It's what helps you carry groceries, climb stairs, open jars, and catch yourself if you trip. When muscle deteriorates, so does our independence. That's why strength training is not just for athletes, it's for anyone who wants to stay upright, stable, and in control of their life. So if you've ever wondered why your metabolic function feels sluggish or why you're feeling less steady on your feet, this is the answer. It's not just age, it's muscle loss, and it is reversible, but you have to decide to do something about it. Cardio is amazing for your heart, brain, and mood. I love my runs. They clear my head, give me energy, and make me feel strong. But for years I didn't realize that cardio alone wasn't protecting my muscles. In fact, I was losing them. You can be active, run marathons, do dance classes, walk every day, and still lose lean mass. Why? Because muscle needs resistance. Cardio doesn't strengthen your bones like strength training does. It doesn't stabilize your joints, improve your grip strength, or help you get up off the floor more easily. Those things require resistance, weights, bands, or your own body weight used in strategic ways. And here's the thing that surprised me. Too much cardio, especially when paired with calorie restriction, can actually accelerate muscle loss. Many women over 40 double down on cardio to lose weight, but without strength training and enough protein, they are shedding muscle instead of fat. That leads to a slower metabolism and more fat gain in the long run. So now I think of cardio like brushing your teeth. It's essential, it's daily, but it's not enough. Strength training is the floss. It gets into the areas cardio misses, and you need both for true long-term health. Muscle means freedom. It's what lets you lift your suitcase into the overhead bin, carry a toddler, get up from the floor without struggle. It's what protects your joints and stabilizes your spine. But it's more than that. Strength training improves your balance, reaction time, and coordination, 3 things that are critical to staying independent as we age. It also impacts the way you move through life. You don't just walk into a room, you carry yourself with presence. Your posture improves, your core stabilizes, and you start to feel different in your own skin, not just lighter or tighter, but more grounded. And yes, it absolutely changes how you look. Muscles give you natural lift. They create definition in your arms, shape in your legs, support under your skin. But this isn't just about vanity, it's about vitality. When you see the reflection change in the mirror, you start seeing yourself as capable again. And that affects everything, from how you show up at work to how you feel in your relationships. When we build strengths, we build autonomy. We reduce our risk of falls, fractures, and long recoveries. We gain the confidence to try new things, take up space, and say yes to more. That's not just beauty, that's power, that's longevity. Beauty may be skin deep, but strength is soul deep. The idea of joining a gym felt overwhelming. I didn't want to add one more errand to my already full schedule. Between work, errands, and family responsibility, carving out an hour and a half just to drive, change, work out, and shower felt impossible. So I kept it simple. I got a pair of 5-pound weights and put them under my desk. No fancy setup, no equipment beyond that. I told myself if I could just do 5 minutes here and there, I'd call that a win, and it was. At first, it felt awkward. I wasn't sure if I was doing the movements correctly. I didn't track reps or time, anything. I just started with what felt doable. Shoulder press, bicep curls, tricep extension. Some days I only did 1 set. Other days I squeezed in more while watching training videos or listening to audio messages. I used my desk chair for support. I did heel raises while waiting on emails, and most importantly, I gave myself permission for it to be imperfect. I wasn't training for a competition, I was simply reclaiming my strength. The result was, within a few weeks, I noticed my shoulders felt looser, my posture was better, my back didn't ache after long days at the computer. I started to carve those quick bursts of movement, and before I knew it, it became part of my lifestyle. Here's my exact routine. I keep my dumbbells beside my desk chair. I pick 3 or 4 simple moves and do 1 or 2 sets of each. That could mean 10 shoulder presses, 10 squats using my chair, 10 bent over rows, 10 calf raises. I do this 2 or 3 times throughout the day, usually during tasks that don't require full focus. I don't sweat, I don't change clothes, and I never feel like I'm working out. It just becomes part of the rhythm of my day. But it's not just about the movement, it's about building the habit. I keep the weights visible so I never forget. Some days I will set a timer to remind me to move every hour. Other days I go by feel. But the point is, it's consistent. I've learned that frequency matters more than intensity. You don't need to exhaust yourself to see results, you just need to engage the muscles and do it regularly. I also rotate the exercises based on what feels tight or weak. If I've been sitting all day, I'll add in glute bridges or standing leg lifts. If I've been typing nonstop, I'll throw in shoulder rolls or light rows to open up my back. The key is to stay flexible and listen to your body. A little bit done often changes everything. Here is the secret: habit stacking. You attach a new habit to something you already do. You don't need more time, just smarter timing. I do arm curls while listening to a podcast. I do lunges while waiting for my lunch to heat up. I do calf raises while brushing my teeth. These little actions add up, and when you stack habits, you take away the decision fatigue. You just do it automatically. That's how I made strength training effortless. But stacking does something else too. It changes your identity. Instead of seeing strength training as a separate time-consuming event, it becomes woven into your day. Your desk isn't just where you work, it's also where you train. Your kitchen isn't just where you cook, it's where you squat while waiting for the microwave. This kind of thinking makes strength second nature. It stops being something you have to remember and becomes something you just do. Over time, these little stacked habits build momentum. They don't interrupt your day, they enhance it. And more importantly, they give you a sense of consistency even on the busiest days. That's the magic of habit stacking. It helps you build strength without adding stress. If your muscles are the engine, then protein is the fuel. Without it, you are not going to build or maintain lean muscle no matter how many reps you do. And this is where a lot of women fall short. We are often focused on eating clean or light, but that can sometimes mean we are under-eating the one nutrient that's essential for strength. I aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein every meal, not just once a day, but consistently throughout the day. That might be Greek yogurt and eggs in the morning, chicken or lentils at lunch, and beef or tofu at dinner, and I'll often add a protein shake as a snack when I know I need a boost. You don't need to count macros obsessively, you just need to be intentional. Your muscles can't grow without the raw materials. Think of protein like scaffolding, it holds up the entire structure. And especially after 40, your body needs more of it just to maintain what you already have. If you're not sure what to eat or how to hit your protein goals, I created a high protein menu just for you. It's easy, practical, and designed specifically for women who want to build strength and support their metabolism. I'll link it in the description below. You don't need a gym, you don't need fancy gear, you don't need 60 minutes, you just need 5 minutes, 2 dumbbells, and the willingness to start. Put them by your desk, choose 3 moves, do them while your coffee brews or your Zoom loads, because the strength you build today protects the life you want tomorrow. If this video inspired you, share it with a friend who needs it. Follow me for more practical tips on strength, beauty, and aging powerfully. Because strong isn't just how you look, it's how you live. We talked about strength training and protein to stay well and healthy for many years to come. Collagen is part of the picture and helps your hair, nails, and joints. I created the video on 11 best collagen foods that you can watch next.